the things that we said we were gonna work on today. I hope you're good, Trace. It's really good to see you. I do have my African Goddess Oracle cards out here for you to make sure we're in alignment for the reading. I have my Tarot of the Light Seer, but I'm gonna take it as Light Worker because you're a light worker. And then I have, of course, my regular deck so we can read, sis. Let's pray and then let's get this party started. Dear Lord, I thank you for this gift. I thank you for using me as nothing more than a microphone. I pray that every sign, symbol, name, date, and place come from you for our highest good and the highest good of those around us. This reading is for Patrice, and I ask that your spirit team not move, touch, or appear in this room unless necessary, but give every name, date, sign, symbol, and place that Patrice needs to grow for her highest good and the highest good of those around us. Thank you to Angel Uriel, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. You're always welcome in this place with wings of love, protection, forgiveness, vengeance, kindness, security, stability, and reward. Be with us as we travel to and fro. Be with Patrice as she asks about her next right move. Give us revelation and give us safety in this idea that we are doing the work that we were called to do. We need your protection and your provision around us as always. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. All right, T. You already know how this goes. We're going to look at your Oracle deck first. I think it's necessary for me to look at the Oracle deck first and see what comes out for you in the Oracle deck. And then we'll get into the reading. So let's go. Let's go with these cards. What do we have for Patrice? 1, 2, 3. Bottom of her deck. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is exactly what we want to talk about. Bottom of your deck energy is manifestation. And if you wait to hear what these cards say, girl, it is all about you. So let's go. Alchemy is coming out for you first. So it looks like you're practicing rituals, or you should be practicing magic. I think that's going to be your next right move. It's not just the rituals. I mean like real raw magic. Turning nothing into something. But it's going to come from your magic. When things get blocked, you're actually going to practice magic. It could be candle magic. It could be jar magic. It could be actual spells and potions that you're doing outside of the cemetery. But magic is coming up for you, and something dealing with fire because it's the alchemist. And so we're going to look at doing things by candle or by fire. Could be cord cutting ceremony. I'm not sure why you would be doing a cord cutting, but you need to practice doing cord cutting ceremonies. Somebody might be asking you, how do they get rid of somebody in their lives, or how do they separate somebody from them? And it looks like cord cutting might be in the case for you. I'm thinking about alchemy and what we do, but that fire is still coming out. Something about burning, okay? Celestial alignment. This is just checking to make sure that we are in alignment for the assignment as we pray all the time. And I think that you are. It's coming out here in bright colors. Look at the colors coming out. And there's also a sacrifice that has to happen. Anytime we are saying, okay, we want to make sure we're in alignment with spirit, that means we have to sacrifice those things that are not in alignment with spirit. So TV, things that we watch on TV that does not feed our spirit right now is not going to work for you. Things that we eat that doesn't help us spiritually is not going to work for you. Or we have to cut back, like on the excess in like sugar, because that clouds our thoughts and our judgments. But I also have my book here somewhere just to clarify and make sure. Oh, here we go. Because I don't have everything memorized. I'm going off of my intuition. But I want to make sure that this is in alignment with the book. So we'll read those in a second. I do have etheric cords here. Cord cutting, like the need to separate yourself from a spiritual attachment that is not good for you. We just talked about that with celestial alignment, making sure that we have things that feed our spirit. And I just talked about that with alchemy, saying that a cord cutting ceremony may be coming up, or somebody might be asking you how to do a cord cutting ceremony. Etheric cords also refers to the fact that your gift may be passed down to your child. So the things that you do need to be placed in a grimoire or some kind of book, like a recipe book, but it's a magical recipe book. Etheric cords. All right, now let's look in the book and just take a look, and then we'll move on. I feel like I'm talking really quickly because if you were live with me, I would be going as fast as I could, but I can slow down. Gemini. Lord Geminis. I forgot. Y'all chatty and like to have your hands in every part. That's why I'm feeling that way. All right, your first card was alchemy, so we're just reading for clarification. Says everything I touch turns into gold. That is your declaration. You're an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmit lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. Does this look like love? Does this feel like love? Does this taste like love? Am I happy and healthy in love? Do I love doing these rituals? Is my heart here? Just make sure your heart is in it when you do it, because that's the real magic, Patrice. That's what's going to make whatever this magic that you're working on, that's what's going to make it work, is that your heart is all the way in it for other people. It looks like you're going to be doing this for other people. I keep getting that. All right, celestial alignment is card number 41. It says, I'm always being guided in the right direction. How do you want to feel? We just said that with alchemy. How often do you think about what you want? Goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Oh, for everything about you is feelings. Match your feelings. This is the energy of the goddess. To make sure you're in alignment for the assignment. Your feelings are in it. And I get that there's some kind of sacrifice that's coming with this. So when you're eating, does this feel like I should be eating this? When you're drinking, should I really be drinking this right now? It's all about the feeling that you get with it. If you have to second guess it, it's not that feeling. Although we still do it, sis. Etheric cords, 27. It says there are energy cords binding you to someone you no longer wish to be attached to. We talked about that. I said, oh, you're doing a cord cutting ceremony for somebody, or your child may have this same energy. Close your eyes, see divine swords of the goddess loving light separating you and dissolving cords between you and something you are no longer attached to. Emotional cords, spiritual maintenance is required. Maybe you need a spiritual bath too, sis. A cleansing. Like, what is it? Chinese floor wash for abundance. But I'm getting a clean and clear. Like a road opener bath or some kind of cleansing bath. Manifestation is the last of this. Says that you are in your power right now, girl. The Gemini full moon is up on Monday. I hope you try to manifest some shit. I didn't see anything about money, but it looks like you're going to be doing work for other people. And this could be energy clearing from their homes as well. Like, I'm going to keep these cards up here so I can refer to them. But it looks like you're going to be cleansing the energy in people's homes. Yeah, my face went like that because I used to do that. And it was rocky because I did not protect myself properly. If that is what you're doing, protect yourself. I'm going to keep those cards out there, team, just to make sure we continue to reference them in reading. But I hope that is making sense. We were talking about your next right moves, and those cards came out mad easy. Like, yeah, our next right moves are going to be magic. Actual magic. Y'all ready to read them? Oh, girl. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you, Patrice, just to see where you are and what is coming for you in her next right move. Spirit, I'm going to have you speak mad loud. Patrice's spirit team, I'm going to have y'all speak loud. She has given me permission to read for her. Patrice's spirit team, you are welcomed in this place. What does she need to do next? Where is her hand in that pot? I know she likes to do a lot of things. What should she be doing? How should she do it? Is there a help, a connection? Is this on her own? What's next? Show me. All right. This is Patrice. Oh, that was above her. Thank you. That's under her. Girl, you got a lot about love out here. What the hell? I thought we weren't reading on that today. Lord, good God. I thought we were not talking about love. I thought we was going to be talking about your next right moves. But remember, everything we said was about feeling on the top cards. It was all about how you felt. A lot of things about feeling out here. I don't know how much you're going to like that, Gemini. But let's continue. Her past. Her future. Not a shot. Oh, really? And her final outcome? Oh, y'all want to go back. Her outcome is on the top deck. Yes, sis. And the bottom of the deck energy for you is the Lovers card. We know that that's the card of Gemini, card of Gemini. You are coming out all in this reading, girl. When I say the first row is all love, 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 love. Shit. What is happening in y'all love world? Looks good to me. I don't see any major issues here, but let me go ahead and explore your cards and see. What we're asking, Spirit, is for her next right moves, her next steps, etc. We're going to kind of stick with that, okay? Patrice, you're coming out here as the Two of Cups. You're coming out as somebody who has joined forces with the other side of yourself. If you know anything about Gemini, Gemini is the side of the twins. It means that there's the other side of yourself that you're finally tapping into. I just closed my eyes so I could see everything properly, okay? When we talk about the twins, it means the invitation to accept. It's not, when we grow up, we learn that, oh, there's a good self and a bad self. That's not what it is. It's understanding that you are also light and dark. That you are physical and spiritual. That you are high and low. That you have the abilities to reach highs and low. That you have fears at the bottom. I should not put that. That you have fears and you have strengths. That's what you are coming into. I think you're starting to acknowledge who you are and the duality of who you are. Not just because you're Gemini, although what Spirit just said was heavy on that energy. I don't know how much of your chart is Gemini, sis, but I think we're going to talk a lot about astrology right now. Let's get into it. You have a Gemini full moon that's coming up tomorrow on Monday. Unfortunately, right now, what's opposing that moon is the sun, Mars, and Saturn's ass. And let me tell you, that comes out very aggressive, very in your face, very Scorpionish, very Aries-ish, but this aggression about yourself. Be gentle with yourself right now. Also with this, with the sun opposing, it means that you have to uncover or discover the things that are kept in the dark from you. So again, remember, you are light and dark. Be patient with yourself, give yourself grace, and know that you are allowed to travel into both realms. You are allowed to travel into both realms. You are allowed to travel into both realms. You do not have to be just one thing. I have to say that to you several times for some reason, I'm not sure. Travel into both realms. Are you thinking about astro traveling? Astral projection? I don't want to throw too many things in your rabbit hole because you're Gemini. Y'all going to go down that hole and stay there forever. But I am saying that you don't have to be just one thing. Don't have to just be a tarot reader. You don't just have to do pendulums. You can dive into other things, but there has to be a balance, Gemini, because you've got some opposing forces happening to you. You also have Saturn, the planet of karma, coming. So when you're doing this magic and this work, left-hand work is what they call it. When you're doing work with your left hand, you need to have stones of protection around you and black salt around you when you do your magic, because you have to protect the other part of yourself. Okay? All right. It's funny that I said very Scorpionish because I think, wait, Gemini, right? Yeah, Gemini. What's the next one? Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. That's the season that we're in right now. Sagittarius is fire sign. Scorpio likes that extra fire, also ruled by Mars, who is opposing your full moon tomorrow. So all of that just to say, remember the alchemist, we talked about that fiery alchemy energy that we said that you're about to do some magic. You're also going to be very fiery about your own self and about finding these depths of yourself. Like, damn, I really am bigger than this. Let's continue the reading anyway. What's above you is the Page of Pentacles. Business moves. The Page of Pentacles is somebody that doesn't really know what to do with the money that, well, you already know what the tarot cards mean. I don't have to break that down to you. But it's saying, like, in the forefront of your mind is, damn, what's my next right move? Which we said business moves. Business-wise. Not even just magic, not just spiritual stuff, but business-wise. How can you make that business pop? What are you supposed to do to make that happen? And Sagittarius season is out of the box thinking. Something different than what other people are doing. Now I'm doing tarot readings like everybody else. Okay, I need to think more outside of the box, and I think that with you too. Yours is going to be more outside of the box shit. And it's going to be out of the box, and you're going to fuck around and find out. Like, you're playing games around, and you're going to find out. I love that this Page of Pentacles is standing in a circle, because I just told you need that black salt surrounding you in a circle. Pay attention to that. Protect yourself as you're playing around with shit. Now, what's underneath you is the Three of Cups. What's up with your friends? You getting outside? Get outside. That's below you. You're so stressed and worried about your next right move. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying this process of self-discovery? Are you being mad hard on yourself because you ain't discovering it fast enough? Need some more date nights, fun times. That's what's crossing you, the lack of that. Your heart is not as open as it used to be. Not because of anybody else but you. It's like your heart doesn't feel that, oh my God, I love it. Remember when we first started doing tarot school together? When I say, bitch, you were into it, you were into that shit. You were online every day, all the time. Your heart was all into it because you were learning something new. I think that's what's happening in your world. I think you're bored. I think you are like, well, what the fuck else am I supposed to learn? Because if Gemini ain't learning something, they ain't all into it. I need you to get back into this learning and love what you're doing. There's that Knight of Cups out here. Remember we talked earlier about you need to feel the love that you feel when you do this work. It needs to come from the heart. In alignment with celestial alignment means the heavens. And in your heart is the heavens. It's the things that make you feel real good inside. And I feel like you need to gift yourself for something that makes you feel real good. Not a new tarot deck, maybe crystals. But it looks like the energy of travel will help you. Traveling to Sedona. Why is Sedona popping out? What is this mountain? Sedona? Arizona. Sedona's in Arizona, right? I think so. I don't know what it is about mountains, Patrice. But it looks like you need to get in front of mountains. Like you're practicing by yourself. This ain't you joining with somebody else. This is you on your own, discovering the magic that you like and the power that you want to operate in. You do have the Four of Pentacles coming out in the past. It says that you really had to hold on to your coins. Like money was dwindling because of all of the projects probably that you were getting into, or the sacrifices you had to make to do your thing with, what's the guy name? What is your person? You know, your deity. I know it starts with an A. Anyway, maybe like you had to, now you got to hold on to your purse strings in the past because your money was dwindling. And that's what I want to say to you too. You can do alchemy for money. You can do money magic. You should start practicing some money magic to bring in more finances, because you don't want to keep spending all your money on the things people tell you to get. Oh, get this candle. Oh, take this back. You can start doing it and making that stuff yourself. I haven't spoken to Alex since January. January this year, because I'm like, oh, I got it now. I can do this myself. Whenever time I met with Alex, it's always, oh, buy this thing, do this thing. I'm not buying anything else. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to now work this magic on my own. And I feel like you're getting to that place where you know you can create this on your own. Herbs that you got to pick up, you can grow. Jars that you have to start making, you can do those on your own without paying somebody else or getting things from somebody else. It will now come from you. Your hangman is in the future, but it's in reverse. I have to clarify why that is in reverse, because that should not be in reverse. If you're supposed to be doing the work that they told you to do, it should show you actually, oh, sorry. I was like, wait a minute. I thought you weren't moving, but it is. Hangman is in reverse. It means that you're not going to stay at a standstill anymore. You on and popping. You're not waiting for anybody else to say, oh, yeah, you could do this. Oh, yeah, we should do this. No, okay, thank you, God. I'm like, why is it in reverse when it's in her future? She should be moving. That's what it is, because if it's upright, of course, that means you're at a standstill. You are moving. And it looks like your perspective is changing. Like if you did everything right side up, you're going to do it upside down. Sigils. That's what she's doing. Sigils. Are you getting into sigils? Sigils. S-I-G-I-L-S. It's when you make symbols to call in magic, power. I think you should start reading on sigils. I literally, there's no card here that says sigils, but when I look at the hangman in reverse, I'm looking at these little scrolls that you could barely see, and I was like, sigils? She's doing sigils? You know how Starbucks, they have that symbol of the mermaid on the outside of their cups? That's a sigil. That's a symbol that draws people in. McDonald's has the golden arches. That's a sigil. That's a sign. That's a symbol to draw people in. And people don't even understand that that's what that is. Sigil magic. Looks like that's what you're going to be working in. It says sigil. So you got a couple of things. You have alchemy as far as cord cutting ceremonies. Need you to see how to do them properly and effectively for other people. And then sigil writing, where you're learning to make symbols. You can look that up. There's so many videos on that. I started with sigils a long time ago. I wish I had my book here for you to see. And I just stopped. I was just like, I can't keep up with this, but you can because you're a communicator. You're Gemini. You're ruled by the planet of Mercury. Mercury is about to go retrograde, by the way. This is the pre-shadow period. Hold on. I think that book is over here. Oh, no, I forgot. I took that book to my school to show my students that I have a grimoire. Anyway, I think sigils are going to be for you. Making these signs and symbols, and remember you're ruled by the planet of Mercury. Mercury is a sign of communication. That's communication in all areas. That's sign language, that's symbols, that's talking, that's body language. It's the sign of communication. I think sigils are going to help you communicate with the worlds differently. And when I say the worlds, I meant what I said. Looks like you're going to be, other dimensions are coming into your realm too, Patrice. But I don't read too much on other dimensions. I don't know enough. I know a little bit, but I think that's my stopping point. I think they're saying, like, don't give too much. She got to start with one thing at a time. But that sigil is going to unlock you to the other worlds, other dimensions. You do have the Nine of Cups coming out here in reverse. You have a lot of cups, Patrice. You have the Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, Nine of Cups in reverse. And it's like your dreams and wishes are not happening. What you thought would happen at this time is not moving forward, but that's only because, remember, you got the Mercury retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow period, so things don't move as forward quickly as we think. Mercury is your planetary ruler, unfortunately. What did y'all say? And discovering what's at the bottom of shit. It looks like you're going to take your path on discovery, not only in your business, in your home life. You trying to get to the bottom of some shit. You got the Eight of Wands coming out here right on top of that. That Nine of Cups in reverse. It means there's going to be some questions about, what the fuck is going on here? What's happening here? Why isn't this happening the way that I thought? Or why are you doing the things that I think you're doing? I do have the Four of Wands out here. That's the home of domestic issues. And it's the Eight of Wands coming on here. What y'all got planned? What you and B got planned over there? Because she's also ruled by Mercury too. What y'all have planned is to be kind to one another, exchange good laughs, good vibes. If you are not feeling in that mode, you need to retreat, but still put out a good energy, because both of y'all are going to be really hitting a rocky time, especially because it's Sag season. Sag likes to party and be out and about, so you might have some issues when y'all go out. Somebody might be flirting with V, or somebody might be flirting with you, and she feels away, or you feel away. Y'all might begin to start feeling away and having little tiffs, but it's not y'all. It is definitely planetary. Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius are all getting hit right now with feeling the things that they didn't think that they would feel. Irritated, frustrated, mad easy. That retrograde for Mercury does not end until the 20th of January. So you got to be mad nice. Again, practice alchemy. Practice your magic. Anytime you feel like things aren't working, start making a sweetening jar. And if you do a sweetening jar, for anything that's happening in your world, like let's say you want to sweeten up some clients, you can use honey for that one, right? But if you want to sweeten up somebody in your house, you should use a light brown Karo syrup, or a light brown Karo syrup, or a light brown like maple syrup, a lighter version, so it's not a dark version. You get what I'm saying? The outcome of all of this is the Ten of Pentacles. And it landed right on top of your manifestation card. Why am I smiling, you ask? Because it's some good fucking news. Manifest that money, sis. Get you a bowl of oatmeal. Plant you every dollar bill you can in there. A dollar bill, a $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, a $50 bill, and a $100 bill. The currencies, if you have them. If not, only put in the bills that you have. Plant it in a bowl of oatmeal, or a jar of oatmeal, along, of course, with your basil leaf, where you write your name, the date, and your birthday, and you ask for how much money that you need to make whatever happen. You write it on that bay leaf. I said basil, bay leaf. And you stick them all inside of that oatmeal, and you bury it and leave it there. No, I don't know for how long. It says 10 of Pentacles. That could be 10 months, 10 weeks. And let me tell you, 10 months goes really quickly. I cannot believe we're already in November. The new year just rolled in. I just celebrated my daughter's sweet 16. My twins just graduated from middle school, and we're already at the second half almost of of their school year. Your daughter just went off to boarding school, and I mean, your daughter just went into high school, and now look. So what I'm saying is 10 months is not wrong to manifest, because that's your time, seed time and harvest, planting shit so that things can grow from that. This is your time to plant that. It looks like money is what is needed to be planted. Look at that big old seed of money. That's what I got for you. Now, let's take a look at the larger deck. Is there any steps that she needs to take, or is there anybody that's going to be important for these next right moves in her life or in her magic? Thanks. Four of Swords. We already know that's you. No, this is all you, sis. You do have the Four of Pentacles busting out here again, saying hold them purse strings, because everything that you need to be done can be done in the house. You have 3 4s standing out here. 4 4 4 is going to be your number. Number 4 is dealing with anything that's domestic at home. So make sure your home is protected when you practice magic. Black salt has to be around to offer protection to your family and to your home. But a lot of reflecting. So recipe book. Remember I told you to put everything in that recipe book or that grimoire. Write your notes down so you can make sure you looked at what you did the first time and what didn't work, and maybe this will work. I see that for you. A lot of reflection. And the other thing I see, Treese, you ain't going to like this one. Yeah, I know. Church. Now, it's not going to church to do what church folk do. Act fake, come out and still curse you out. To steal spirits. Stealing spirits. Where you go and you sit, it could be a Catholic church. It could be a spiritual, it could be Baptist church. You know how we do. But you sit in there and you watch the spiritual high people, and you call that spiritual high to yourself. You call those spirits to you to travel with you and to go home, so that you can make some things happen. I know I'm right, because you got the Ace of Wands here, which is going to reignite your passion. You may have to get in church just to feel that energy all over again. That, oh yeah, this is it. This is the one. Because you know how when we hear gospel music, it gives us a different type of high. And I feel like you going to church is going to give you a different type of high and a different type of vibe. Like it almost galvanizes you and it motivates you to do something. Because this is the initiator. This is the motivator. And if you look, it's the hand of spirit. You have to go to the house of spirits. The house of spirits can be found in church or in the angel garden, which you all call a cemetery. The angel garden would be really great to collect spirits or spiritual things. You just need a motivator, and that's what it is. The motivator is for you to see spirits. And even if you can't see them visually, you can feel it. And remember, everything for you is about feeling right now. Celestial alignment is the alignment with the heavens, alignment with your moon sign, alignment with your feelings. You want to align with this, you got to take yourself where you spiritually feel high. Where is your spiritual high? That's where you're going to take yourself to learn how to work with these spirits and hold on to your own coin. Bottom of her deck energy, the Strength card. Duh, that is not even a shock. The bottom of your deck energy is the Strength card. You got this. One lock. Can I get the final words for Patrice? Because I feel like, Patrice, I think I've given you what they said is next. Sigil magic and learning how to work magic, left hand magic for other people, specifically in the area of cord cutting. I think you're also going to advertise that to people. I think you're going to advertise it for the end of the new year. You trying to give yourself an escape from people? See me. You trying to end the relationship? See me. I think that's how you're going to do that. I think it's going to be advertised that you work on cord cutting. So you have to play around with it right now. Playing might not be fun, but those candles are cheap. They're little, 6-inch candles, 3-inch candles, whatever. And you tie the cord around them, but play with it to see if something has really worked. Final words for her. Thanks. That was first. You have the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, the 8 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the 2 of Wands coming out here. We already talked about that. You're just kind of feeling like, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing next? What is my next right move? But they're in the middle of that deck. Does show. What is that? Look at that, Patrice. What is that? It shows the Knight of the Page of Cups. which is the beginning, which is children learning how to play with something, how to do something. What do I do with this? How do I make this work? A lot of questioning. You have the Two of Wands in here. That it says you could be going to a school for this. You could be getting education on this, although I did not see that in any other card, so I disagree. I don't think school, maybe a book, maybe a podcast, maybe a YouTube channel, but it says that you kind of want to explore. I definitely told you, I think, go to the mountains, and that keeps popping up in my head, this idea, especially with this one, this idea of going to the mountains and really exploring or really sitting by yourself. Sedona or Arizona is going to be good for you. The bottom of it, you have the Judgment card. We already talked about your celestial alignment. And that's what this is. This is the outcome row. This is the outcome row right here. So it says, yep, in alignment, able to re-raise things. That's what an alchemist does. An alchemist raises things or turns lead into gold. Moves dead things into life. And I feel like that's what you're going to be doing. Go visit that garden, the angel garden. Your Hermit card, again, is in reverse, as your Hangman card was in reverse as well. So it says you're going to be making moves. It's time to be a little bit more out and about with how you feel, or you're working on this by yourself, not with the help of other people. Your final card, of course, is the King of Pentacles, which is great because we knew the Ten of Pentacles was coming. But it's time for you to be a little bit more mightier and trust that you are the mightiest. You really do have it, sis. And you're dancing around with this manifestation thundercloud. I sure will be working on this shit tomorrow. I hope your schedule is clear to start that new moon energy, to start uncovering the things that you need to, and especially practicing left-hand magic. And protect yourself as you are doing that. Bottom of her deck statement is the Three of Swords here. So fear gotta go. Your fear, and I don't think you really have a fear of stepping into the magic. I think you have a fear that it won't work. I think you have a fear that you're going to get bored with it, or your heart won't be into it. Your heart got to be into it, because remember, these are the swords going through the heart, which means your heart has to be into it. And every card told us up here, it's about how do you feel? Am I happy eating this? Am I happy watching this? Do I feel good when I'm around this person? Do I feel excited and amazed and enthralled and surprised and shocked and all of that joy when I'm practicing this particular magic? Sigil magic is going to be important because these are the swords. It's the sign of communication. So the final word for you is that sigil magic. Is anything that's dealing with communication is going to be the best for you. And I say look into that one right there. Cord cutting, sigil magic, and actually advertising that you do that. Not the sigil part. You're going to do the sigils for yourself to call in the magic. But advertising this idea of cord cutting for other people, or left-hand magic for other people. I love you, sis. I hope that this was good enough. And if you have any extra questions, you already know to hit me up if you have any questions about anything. Bye.